We relocated into a two-bedroom apartment in Ontonagon, Michigan around the end of 2010. It had a wonderful view of the river and looked newly constructed. After living there for a few short weeks, our neighbors told us about the last occupants who died in a house fire. I've never seen a spirit, but felt inside that they were still here. Also, on Christmas Eve, we shared an evening partying with a few friends celebrating the holiday. When we all reminisce about those times, we remember 7 people being there, but there were only 5 of us. Christmas Eve was the anniversary of the fire. We continued to live in that apartment for 5 years. A long time ago, I rented an 80-year-old logger's home in northern Michigan with my friend. Often when I was in the kitchen making food and my roommate was in another part of the house, the TV on the counter would turn on by itself. This TV was old and never had a remote, and even stranger, that silverware would often flip off the table without us touching them. I thought it had something to do with the brand, except it stopped happening after we moved. A few months ago, some friends and I rented an Airbnb in Tennessee to get away for a relaxing weekend, free from work. The house was more beautiful than the pictures, but it was also haunted. I'm sure of this, since I experienced it. On the last night at the house, I was laying in bed and I felt another person get into bed with me. I felt the pressure of the bed sink behind me. I quickly turned around and there was no one there. The following day, I was the last person to leave the driveway when I realized that I left my charger in the rental bedroom that I stayed in. I left the car running and the door open so I wouldn't accidentally lock my keys inside when I ran back into the house to get my charger. I unplugged it from the wall under the window. When I glanced out the window to my car in the driveway, I watched the car door I left open, shut by itself. I was able to contact my friends for help getting into my car. However, I felt like something or someone did not want me to leave. Our last apartment was located in a very large old Victorian home, which was nicely remodeled and divided into 4 separate apartments. However, the original stone wall basement appeared more dungeon-like than anything and was separated into small rooms. Unfortunately, the laundry room was located in the basement dungeon, as I like to call it, and never much like going down there, but had to a couple of times a month. One afternoon, my boyfriend and I were doing laundry together, and he was bouncing a small ball he found in the basement while I was swapping loads. The ball must have hit a pebble on the stone floor, causing it to go in another direction. We watched the ball change direction without being touched and roll straight into the darkness of one of the storage rooms. The door immediately slammed shut after it entered. We were freaked out, to say the least. We both grabbed a laundry basket and hustled up the stairs back to our apartment. We didn't live in the apartment for much longer and definitely did not use the laundry room anymore.